pretty incredible. Can you give me how long you guess this thing will last?
Well, this guy is roughly 30 years old, and it's an R22 system. He's well past his life expectancy.
My goal though here is to promise you and guarantee you a 5-star experience. Is that okay with you?
The fact that you're a 20-year plumber and the fact you guys have a badass cooling company and you guys are like partnering with us, that means a lot to me.
I know they're controversial. Some people think we should all be soft start kitting it. Not every customer wants to spend the $1,200 on a soft start kit when they can spend $600 on a hard start kit. So we sell a lot of these bad boys. Kyle and I went driving around to find a place to lock in, and we saw that Don Quick sign on that big nice building over there. And we realized we couldn't afford that building, and then we saw this building and it looked vacant.
I was just fixing the chairs in the meeting room.
We went to the end suite where there was somebody in there and asked, hey, does anybody rent this building? He goes, oh, funny enough, they're trying to get these suites rented, and we were like, all right, let's look at it. And it was trashed out.
Oh, it was the worst.
I'm Paul.
I'm Kyle. Koala Cooling.
Yeah.
Let's get out of the way.
Like our makeshift mat here. All of our Koala Cooling jackets just came in. And our badass hats. I think Tim's gonna need one of these.
Tim will definitely need one of those. We have our one call taker who answers the phone the most. She's our CSR, her name's Mia, she's awesome. And then we have our marketing coordinator who sits here.
In 2023, we were 2.2 million, ending 2024 at 3.4 million. So being up 50%, 54% over last year. Where we're going, our goal is 6 in 2025, and a lot of strategies to get us there, including new management positions, new technicians, new vehicles, that kind of thing. It's going to be a slow build initially, and then it's going to have to catch fire. It's cash flow in the winter as an primary AC company is always tight, so getting that scaling is going to be difficult. This would be where our two sales guys actually sit. They're both out on leads right now, so they're working. So we have Darius would be on the left, Zach on the right. This would be my office. This is accounting. This is actually our field manager, install manager, Michelle Lazo. She's a ex-Marine, journeyman plumber.
So it comes out, it moves. They can check different stuff. It'll give them red or blue.
What's the hardest thermostat to install out of all these?
They're all install-wise
You're
the
about
same.
to install one at my place.
They're all install-wise the same. The one that we dislike working with is honestly the Nest Stat, because they don't always interface well with the system. They're great user interface, but they don't work well with like Carrier, Bryant, Lennox, American Standard, the name brands. They don't work that well with them. I don't know why. So I'm very hopeful for what we're going to put in at your place, the Nuvo Stats, where a lot of the magic happens for the team. So this is the training room. You can see our core commitments on the wall. So we actually train in here. Kyle and I train in here every Tuesday and every Thursday morning.
If you're training people and you're going, man, this just doesn't work, they're not listening to me, keep at it, because it is something that you just got to keep plugging at and keep plugging at and keep plugging at.
See a role play from you guys?
Sure.
The card, yeah, that's
all right, this is our number one. It's our qualified process. See how I do. So we'll knock, knock, knock.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm Kyle from Koala. How you doing?
Paul, good to meet you.
Is my van parked okay?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Okay, great. Do you mind holding this?
Yeah, sure.
Put on my shoe covers. Real quick, I just want to go over our agenda. I know we've been out here before, but I just want to kind of walk through what you can expect today, and if you have any questions, you can let me know, okay?
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a complete evaluation of your system. You'll notice there's two people here, and that there's question marks, because this time I'm going to have some questions for you. If you have questions for me, it'd be a great time to ask.
Okay.
If during this complete evaluation, I find anything that I find peculiar, or I need to go over and look at it in more detail, and there might be times where I show you something that's important.
Okay.
Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go out to my truck. I'm going to get a set of options together for you. Once I get those options, I'm going to get an approval. Once I get an approval, I'm going to get started today. After I get started, hopefully we'll get finished. My goal, though, here is to promise you and guarantee you a 5-star experience. If at any point in time I am not giving you a 5-star experience, I would love it if you would stop me and let me know, and I will adjust what I need to get that 5-star experience. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Great. If I guarantee that 5-star experience, do you mind giving me a 5-star review?
No, that sounds good.
Awesome, great. So let me just tell you real quick what I'm going to go over and look through. I'm going to be looking at the age of the system, wear and tear. I'm going to be looking at for your water pressure of your home, water quality, if there's hard water, contaminants, if there's may have been poor installation when it first got installed by someone, or lack of maintenance, maybe something that you didn't know you were supposed to maintenance that I'm going to see and go, hey, we need to make sure we're picking that up from this point forward.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds. I'm already buying. I'm going to scan his badge here, which he didn't have on, and give him a 5-star. If you scan that QR code, even through there, you can give me a 5-star review. So this part of the warehouse is still being reorganized. We moved in here in May, right at the heat of the summer, and we got to running. So now that the winter's here, we're grinding to get more work, but now we're actually organizing parts of the warehouse. So this part of the warehouse is kind of the last of the places to get organized, so it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, these are basic. They get us through. We include them on every install, but we do try to get the customers to understand our preference is the electrostatic filter.
Why is it better?
Well, it uses static electricity to draw all the contaminants to its pad. So it literally, nothing gets through. It's more than 98% effective, and it has the highest airflow in the market. Digimotors, the universal motor, right, lasts longer than any of the other universal motors out there, common in our market. All single stage systems now that are being manufactured by, I don't care who it is, they have a hard time kicking on with how high the pressures have to be. And here in Central Texas, our electrical supply to houses is actually a little lower than it should be. So we put these guys on. I know they're controversial. Some people think we should all be soft start kitting it. Not every customer wants to spend the $1,200 on a soft start kit when they could spend $600 on a hard start kit. And this is actually probably the funniest thing is our 1985 HVAC system that's
Yes.
still working back here in the corner. I mean,
It's pretty incredible. Can you give me how long you'd guess this thing will last?
well, this guy is roughly 30 years old, and it's an R22 system. He's well past his life expectancy, and I mean, honestly, I would tell any of my clients to change him out, and we don't own the building, so we're kind of stuck with him at the moment. The ducting on this was all vinyl and came apart, so we threw this up to get us going during our remodel in May. It's just kitchen, break area, kind of get your coffee and everything. This actually is where a lot of the magic happens, Tim. This is the meeting room, and you can see on here we have our standard level 10. This is what we do. Over there, that poster is our FLIDS. It's our Future Leaders IDS. It's been shortened. So a normal IDS meeting is 90 minutes. That one is 60 minutes. They don't go over rocks or quarterly goals, but they only talk about issues that they bring to the table.
We as a small company, normally you'd spend to grow, you're looking at 10, 13%. We have focused primarily on one thing from an ROI standpoint, and that is Google Maps marketing. And what that looks like, I've myself worked on for a long time of how to build and how to SEO your Google Maps marketing, so to speak. So we took that and we kind of packaged that up in September and said, hey, we're gonna offer this to other people, and we're gonna sell it. And so we have basically partnered up in doing that. Yeah, so this is one of the clients that we worked on with Hook Agency, and this is their maps. You can see on the TV, you've got the roof repair map grid right here. This is 13 by 13 grid. Your average total grid ranking of 10.35. After we did a proper setup of their account, they dropped down to total average grid rank of 3.59 with the share of local voice of 72%.
I want to make that layman's terms for the contractor because I'm a plumber, 20 years, right? This is what it means to those guys. Out of everybody who searches for your local service or local business on a smartphone, right? I'm just going to focus on that because like 90% of people are using your smartphone, not your computer. Out of those people, 72% of those people are going to see this contractor, right? 28% aren't. That is higher than you're going to get in any, I don't care how much you pay to play, you're never going to get 72% of people seeing you every time. It's going to cycle, except for this, when it goes onto your maps pack. So this is almost as good as you get, but theirs is actually improved slightly more than this since we don't have that slide ready, but 5 days to go from 0 to 72%, I mean, you can't get that in any other marketing form that I'm aware of.
I also want to note that Hook Agency is offering this service in addition to our SEO, PPC, and website design services. If you get all three of those, you're going to get this for free for January, February, and March of 2025. This is basically like a doorbuster crazy deal. And this service is powerful. It can happen much quicker than traditional SEO, which I think we're all like, I think it's proven with how quick this happened. Not typical, but still incredible results fairly consistently. So I just want to offer that to you guys, and also just say, like, thank you guys. Thank you for letting me tour. And then also thank you for partnering with us on this. Like, to me, like, the fact that you're a 20-year plumber and the fact you guys have a badass cooling company and you guys are like partnering with us, that means a lot to me. Like we want to be in the trenches with people and not be like this high and mighty company that can't learn from the people that are doing the real shit. So you guys, the fact that you guys are partnering with us and you made it, I know that there's other companies out there that are working with you guys on this, but I'm proud to be a partner with So Good, and I'm proud that this is what drives Hook Agency's map product, Google Map SEO. So reach out, talk to us. We'll sell it to you separately, or you could talk to So Good. Either way, I'm trying to be transparent about that. But I also want to note that it's free during January, February, March if you buy all three other Hook services, SEO, PPC, and websites. Like I said, crazy deal. Do it.
If you're in that spot where you're 1.5 to 2.5 and you're trying to get over that next line, I mean, I would tell you, please reach out, because there's a lot of stuff that we can give you that can just help you get over that line. I offer that because a lot of people helped me in my career get to where I am, and I'm just trying to pay it forward. So Paul at koalacooling.com or Kyle at koalacooling.com.
Thank you, dudes.
Roleplay.